Hi, this is Dr. Benjamin Shadwick with Ruth's Torah Gleaning. Today's Torah portion is Chukat, and it means statutes. In this Torah portion, there's a lot of things that are going on, so I'm only going to mention a couple. One, it talks about the fact where they're in a place where they have no water. They've been in the same situation before, and now the Lord tells Moses, to simply speak to the rock. When they were in this situation before, the Lord told him to smite the rock, to hit the rock. But this time, he only said to speak to the rock. But what did Moses do? He hit the rock. Now the rock, we know, it talks about in Hebrews, the rock that followed them in the wilderness was Messiah, Jesus. So the first picture of the rock being smote or hit was the picture of Jesus being crucified, of him being smote. The second time is just speaking to the rock. And for us as believers, we need to understand that Yeshua has been crucified once and for all for the sins of the world. And now the way we approach him was with gentleness and kindness, and we simply speak to him as a friend, as a person who loves us and gave himself for us. That's how we come to Messiah Jesus. And when we look away and we do other things, then we understand that we are being deceived and we are being tricked, we're being duped, because Jesus simply wants us to talk to him. And everything else that we do that doesn't fit with us speaking to the Lord is a distraction. And distractions, maybe doesn't sound such a big deal, but distractions actually can lead to death. Now we know, and the next part I wanted to share, was that the people of Israel, the Israelites in the desert, began to get all these plagues upon themselves because they weren't following God again. They were complaining again, wanting to be back in Egypt. They didn't learn their lesson from last week's Torah portion about being all of them being sucked into the ground. So now here's another plague. These plagues start to happen to them because they're distracted again, away from God. And so so Moses falls on his face, he prays and asks God to help the children of Israel. And what does he tell him to do? To take a serpent, a bronze serpent, and put it on a pole and lift it up to the camp. And whoever would believe and look up at that serpent would be healed. So if you see, it's the same thing. Many didn't look. Many wouldn't trust. Many were still distracted. Many decided to keep and stay in their distractions. There are many distractions in the world right now, but there still is God and the love of God. And that's where we need to keep our focus, on the love of God and what he has already done for us. Anything else is a distraction. God bless you till next time.